The fourth dimensional definition, the here and now of the space and time, this moment, how you look out at the land, how you look out at the sky, how you look out at the sea, how you look out at all the elements. The definition at this now moment, fourth dimension through fourth and fifth spinning dimension, how the universal mind works magnetically, the answer would be God. And that would mean I look out and everything that I see, not only do I look what I look out and see 20 times as much, like what other people think, everybody else thinks, what I think, what I deep down think, and what is, and what nature wants, and all that other spectrum of life, living, color. So you look out and what you see isn't just a mix of harsh and habitat and this gross stuff and that bad stuff and this good stuff and that cool stuff. You understand that it's one big cosmic world trying to learn how to grow together, and you help itself and ourself and themselves, and you help what you can to do it right. So God would be in a fourth into fifth dimensional term as it moves forward in time and space. It would be, or from space to time, or both spinning. They're both spinning because one is just settle and one's moving. And that's how we determine things mathematically, because some settle, some move, some settle, some move. And it's cosmic waves, it's cosmic wind, whatever you want to call it. It's the same thing on a bigger scale. Just as far away as you get in the biggest bubble of clear and wet and moist and damp and humid and hot, and every word you can give it that holds us suspended is happening through our fiber optic and space network. So the definition of God is when I look out, everything I see I love and I approve of right now at this moment moving forward. That would be the right now fourth to fifth dimension of God, the center of that 9. And I would be standing here, and everything around me would be a circle, and that would be a 1 and a 10, or 1 and a 0, so it would make a 10. So 9 and 10 start with me loving what I see and agreeing. So 1 is me loving what I see and agreeing, which makes 11. And another one makes seeing and what I'm agreeing with be what is naturally true, that being a 12. And that magnetic thinking philosophy, deep down, whatever words you would give it, is what gives us our magnetic pull to space. And that's when our coordinates move into another level with the degree sign. And it sort of, our letters get bigger, just like it goes from a small degree sign into a 0, into an O. Like it's literally the magnifying heat-moisture ratio of the sun into the core of our earth and our magnetic pull of our thinking spiritually. It's what's happening on a macular level. And if you listen to this over and over a few times, you'll see it in your mind and understand that that's really what's happening between the earth and the sun and all the things that the sun is moving out from on their own level of what it's happening with the sun. And what's causing that is the way we think we're going towards the sun. So we're pretty safe as long as we keep thinking along the same lines. But if we keep introducing crazy shit to our minds, that magnetically pushes and pulls on the time scale level, moving up to the Celsius level, moving up to this level. It's just, you'll understand when you get there. Military time is by 24 hours because 24 moves up just like that degree symbol goes from Celsius to Fahrenheit. And you tell Celsius and Fahrenheit that differently. It's that measure and that scope of interpretation. It's that same level of thought interpretation and spiritual interpretation in numbers and math into the core of the earth. The opposite way down through the core of the earth is where the 0 and the 1 would meet for the physical term. On the opposite side, when we do math, the matter, that's where math comes from. So just listen to this a few times and just let it soak into your head. And this is what we need to teach our kids so they can grow up to be geniuses and lovers of life and be what we want them to be, not what anybody with any name wants them to be, what we deep down want them to be as I.